EDCI 706, the Fayetteville crew, Dr. Palermo with your week 12 instructional message. We will be meeting in Fayetteville next week for our last face-to-face session, and you have lots of writing to do between now and the end of the semester. I'm sensitive to that, and I've removed 2 discussion boards this week that will incorporate some of our face-to-face time. So please do use that time to work on your draft PLCPs and FCEPs. Just as soon as you've gotten formative feedback from me in Blackboard, please clean those up and get them over to TaskStream just as soon as you can. Meanwhile, you should be working on your PEC. You should be analyzing your data with your team and writing recommendations. Remember that the point of your program evaluation is to make some decision about that program, to keep it or to cut it or to modify or change it, and how you might be changing that. And oh, by the way, this is action research. When you write an action plan, try it out, evaluate the results, you are doing action research. And I hope that you'll see some of the connections between Hall and Horde and the projects that you're doing and the type of research that we're thinking about for your dissertation. But anyway, work on your PEC, please, and bring your PE to class for a peer review. I hear some of you stressing out about the time and the presentation for class on your PEC. Once your PEC is written, summarizing it briefly in a PowerPoint and a 2-page executive summary shouldn't be too hard. You should have that part written in the last portion of the PEC. But remember that the rubric requires you to present your findings to someone. That doesn't have to happen until late in the semester, and you can still get her done and get your PE into TaskStream. But if you haven't already scheduled your presentation to stakeholders, please do that soon. Schedule it. And around Thanksgiving is probably when that should happen. So in class next week, I would like you to do a brief PowerPoint presentation, half a dozen, 10 slides, on the results of your PE, and you should present this in a not more than 2-page executive summary. 1 or 2 pages summarizing just what your PE was about, what school, where, when, how, and what your recommendations and findings would be. So write a 2-page executive summary max and bring copies of that to share in our face-to-face, please. Finally, the text reading this week is Chapter 12 in Hall and Horde, Implementing Change. I think that our 2 principal leaders in class might have a different perspective on this than the teacher leaders, but how do leaders in schools manage multiple change efforts simultaneously? Hall and Horde have some ideas about this. Check out Chapter 12, please. We'll spend some time discussing Chapter 12. And again, realize that the action plans that you're writing for your projects are action research, and you can use the implementation configuration data, the stages of concern data, the tools and the data in Hall and Horde can be used for your action research dissertations if you choose. Just a suggestion, but some folks have gone there profitably. So I haven't added anything new in the way of writing this week, but read Chapter 12 in Hall and Horde. Keep working on those projects. Load them up as quickly as you can. And I'll see you in our face-to-face session in Fayetteville next week. Thank you.